Hi, Early Music America. My name is Richard Barrett, and you gave me a summer workshop scholarship, and that support made it possible for me to come to this wonderfully picturesque setting of the Diakonia Retreat Center of the Greek Orthodox metropolis of Atlanta for the Liturgical Arts Academy, so I could participate in the Byzantine Chant Masterclass. And then behind me, right there, across the water, is the Panayotissa Chapel. Yes, that's a chapel. I'll show you the inside of it in a moment, where quite a bit of what we've been doing this week has been taking place. But let me show you around a bit and walk you through what I've been up to this week. The Liturgical Arts Academy is an intensive week-long workshop for Byzantine cantors at the intermediate, advanced, and masterclass level. Thanks to Early Music America's support, I attended as a masterclass level participant, where I worked with John Michael Boyer, Associate Music Director of Capella Romana, and the author of the textbook, Byzantine Chant, The Received Tradition. He worked with me on prepared pieces as both a soloist as well as a conductor, such as this 18th century communion verse by the Greek composer Petros Peloponnesios.
Greatly improved over last year, and also you're really starting to apply it in the time it's good. One thing, in that Katrima, at the tripli on the Zol here, and you want them to carry over, no one's going to do that unless you make it absolutely clear that's what you want. No, a tripli at a cadence point, everyone's going to breathe. So, so one hand sustains the sound, the other one brings in the next beat.
Okay.
So there's no question that it's connected, right? That's one of the few times that it's necessary to bring in the second hand.
Okay.
Right? Most of the time you can just do everything with one hand. But I won't make you do that again. Excellent work.
As a soloist, I got to work on both technique and interpretation with John on repertoire like this 18th century virtuosic composition for the Feast of the Dormition of the Mother of God, the feast that the West calls the Assumption, August 15th. This piece is a notable example of the genre we call today Old Sticheraric, which are particularly long and melismatic works that represent a link back to the Constantinopolitan chant tradition as it flourished from the 12th through the 16th centuries.
Just sing that last apostoli and don't let your breath get cut off there. If you do that, then all of the laryngeal stuff you're doing will be supported enough to work, right? Good. Now take that, and now don't sacrifice the consonants. Yeah, that sounds like speech now. Okay.
During the week, I also got to lead Skole during services in the resonant acoustic of the great Panayotissa Chapel. And in addition to that, I also got to experience the fullness of the liturgical context of this repertoire during a 6.5-hour all-night vigil. As somebody who leads my own choir, this was a rare opportunity to get feedback and coaching from a master teacher while also getting to lead choirs of singers who themselves are at a high level. If one of the ways, if not the principal way, you get better as a musician is by playing with people who are better than you are, this was a key opportunity to get to do that. From Kemetar. The instruction portion of the week culminated in a masterclass in front of the entire group of participants, all 3 levels, intermediate, advanced, and masterclass, where we conducted a piece sung by everybody or sang as a soloist, and then got feedback from all the workshop faculty. In my case, I conducted my communion verse by Petros Peloponesios for the entire group.
Generally, most of the time when you get to a martyria, that's a break. But not always. That's not an always rule. So what happens is when you want something driven through a martyria, it's a special moment, right? So people are not going to go through that intuitively. So you as the conductor need to show that and need to express that because it's something that's unusual. And you did that really, really beautifully, and I just want everybody to notice that where on the word at the beginning of the
Middle of the third line.
Third line of
you did that really, really beautifully, and I just wanted everyone to notice that.
Yeah, absolutely, you did. Not everybody followed you, but you did.
Absolutely. But many people did because you were
Yes.
there, and the people who didn't were not watching you, so that's not on you.
So thank you again for the Summer Workshop Scholarship. It made a lot possible that simply wouldn't have been possible otherwise, and I really appreciate it.